Hello and welcome back to Fair Weather Trains. Today we're going to be having a look at what should be some classy rolling stock from RealTrack models. Don't know much about RealTrack models, I don't own anything else by them, but I do believe they make some rather good looking multiple units. I don't know whether they actually make them or they farm it out to someone like Rapido, but they do look good and they also have a price that reflects that. That's why I haven't got any. But we got these from Worley, and ever since we got back they've been stashed under the train table and I've not even had them out the box yet. So I thought we'll have a look at them, see what we think, see if they'll even go around my poorly laid track and see if they were worth the money. So the first thing is, let's have a look at the end of the box. So as you can see, these are RealTrack models, 00 gauge, which is handy, and Freightliner FLA twin pack, unloaded, no containers. Well, you can see they've got containers, but I can't remember whether this was part of the deal at Worley where you got the containers for nothing, or free with it, or not. I've no idea, and I don't know what the normal retail price of these is. As you can see, we paid £50. We've got 2 boxes, that is. I don't know how much reduction that is, or even if it was one, but we had a choice of containers. A lot of them had gone by the time we got these, because we got these on the close to Worley closing on the second day as a sort of last minute thing, but that's what we paid. As you can see, they're pretty big. I'll be interested if they go around the track all right. They should do, but we'll see. So that's the first box. The other set we got, you can see we got a tip hook container and another Freightliner. So let's open these out. Sort this out so you can have a better look. Well, first impressions are they look pretty impressive. I must admit, there's some details in there. Let's have a look what's in the bag. Off the top of my head, I don't know what they are or where they would go, just looking at them, but some of these pieces are minuscule. There's a very good chance they will never get fitted because I can't hardly see them. Such is the joy of getting old. Let's put that back in the box, and I will attempt to get one out. I may need to switch the camera off to do this, but we'll see. Well, that bit was easy. So there's the first container. I'm no expert on containers, obviously, but they look nicely made. Get in a bit closer on that. I've got to say, that's really nicely done. Can you read that one? Yeah, it's all legible. Don't know how they fit on the wagon yet, but we'll soon find out. So let's put that down and see if we can get one of the wagons out. Oh, except they're joined together. Right, okay. Right, they're a bit fragile for me to pick up because they are joined together, so we'll have a look manually. They look really nicely made. There's a lot of detail on them. How do they join together? They've got their own coupling and them pockets on the end. Nice metal wheels. Fair bit of detail in there. Let's turn it back over. Yeah, lots of nice detailing on the end. Chain link coupling there. Lamp bracket. Yeah, these look rather good, I've got to say. The base is all plastic. Yeah, all this is plastic, not metal. Or is it? No, maybe it is metal. But they're not as heavy as these empty when you take the tanks off. They're not quite as heavy as that. Yeah, so far I'm liking these. Look pretty nice, don't they? And the containers are good. Let's have a look at the other container. Same as the last one, but a bit different printing. Paint's nicely applied. Yeah, nice containers. And that's something I never thought I'd ever say. What a nice container. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these on the track. I'll cut away for a minute because I imagine it's going to be a bit of a faff. No one wants to see me messing about trying to get these tiny little wheels on the track. So yeah, let's get them on the track and we'll see how they go. So there we are, down on the track. Good job I didn't film that because that was a hell of a lot of faffing about. Couple of things to note. First of all, the containers don't seem to have any sort of lugs or holes on them that match up with anything, so they sort of balance on the wagon. That might be something I've missed there, I'm not sure, but yeah, they just sort of balance on there. Some sort of little push fit thing might be a good idea. But there's no instructions in the box either. I haven't emptied the box. There's no instructions to say they've got to fit a certain way round or something. But they sit there quite nicely. But it did take me a little while to get them sorted. That's partly to do with age and eyesight as well, though. And the second thing is, they're not very free running. They're very stiff. That might be something I can do something about later on, but at the moment I'm not going to. But yeah, they are very, very stiff. But they do look nice. And they couple up in the middle with standard couplings, tension lock couplings, and then between each pair, as you saw earlier, there's that bar that keeps them together. So I like them. Bit of a faff at the moment, but I like them. But I might be missing something. So we're going to run them round. I've got them on the inside line because I've got That's mainly radius 3 with a couple of radius 2 curves involved, and also I can run it over more sets of points to see how it gets on. The railhead treatment train in the background has no problem with radius 2, so I'm hoping this will be equally as good. So let's back up the motive power. See how it couples. We got them? Yeah, we got them. So today's engine is a Bachmann Class 57. A slightly older model, but lovely nonetheless. So we'll trundle it round first. We'll see how it gets on around some of the bends, see if it will do a whole lap, and we'll go from there. Do look pretty good though, don't they? Bit of a wobble on that back one. Maybe I haven't got the container on properly. Right, let's have a look. Seems to be okay so far. No crossover there. Definitely a small wobble on that back one. We'll let that go around again and we'll give it a bit of a points test. Two standard sets of Hornby points there. See how it gets on over them. Just coming round now. No problem at all. What about backwards? Yeah, so no problem with the points, that's good to see. They do run well, as I say, they're a bit stiff. Maybe that will loosen as they run. We'll see. I'll bring them into shot. I do like that Bachmann 57, that's a beauty. So there we go. the RealTrack FLA wagons. I'll be interested to know in the comments if you know much about RealTrack. I don't know much about them. I don't know who makes their stuff, whether they do it themselves. But yeah, they seem pretty good. I'm not disappointed, and I may be missing a trick with the properly securing the containers on. I'll just pick one up. Look, it's just, I can just wobble it about. I don't know whether these containers are actually made for this set or whether they're just generic containers. But there does seem to be, I don't know if you can see them, there does seem to be some small recesses there to fit them on. And on the wagon, what have we got on the wagon? Looks like a couple of little bits there, so maybe it's more a case of my impatience of not getting them on properly. I don't know, to be honest, but they don't seem to be secured in any way. Whatever you do, you can always wobble them about and just pick them up, but if they stay on, I can't complain. I think they're beautiful looking wagons. I haven't got much in the way of more modern rolling stock, but yeah, I like these. I'm not disappointed, not at all. I think they look rather cool, so let us know what you think, whether that was a good price or not. I genuinely don't know. But they do run well, and they obviously go over the points fine without coming off or any of that. There is a bit of a wobble going on from time to time, which again, maybe because I haven't quite got the containers on square, I don't know. So thanks for watching. Let us know what you think, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers for now. So I just thought I'd have a quick look and see if I can see why the wheels are so stiff. And I think, as you can see, you've got metal wheels with metal axles, and they sort of clip into these plastic retaining lugs, or whatever you'd want to call them there. They just sort of push in by the looks of it. And they're not all the wheels are stiff. Some are relatively okay, others you can feel they are a bit tight. I wonder if maybe with the lugs being plastic, with a bit of running, they might wear down very slightly just to free them up a bit. But I think that's the source for them being a bit stiff. And also I was questioning whether they were metal or plastic. Well, what it was is this black bit all along the bottom, the black underframe, that is all metal. The top half, the green bit, is plastic. So I just wanted to clear that up. They're not exceedingly light or anything, but they're not quite as heavy as the railhead treatment train. So this bit appears to be plastic, but the black underframe on the bottom is all metal, which is where it gets some weight from. So just wanted to put that in.